Hi everybody. Okay, this is video 3 for today. But I titled it movies because I started doing a couple of reviews on some movies and I went away from that. So I'm gonna start doing a couple of them again. This one is gonna be about The Aviator. It was filmed in 2004 and it was hugely based on Howard Hughes' life. I just did some internet research, and they said that most of the stories in the movie were based on true to life events, only they may have not done it by the timeline for dramatic sake. Um, okay, first of all, you have to know that the director was Martin Scorsese, so, okay. The main actor in it was Leonardo DiCaprio. Um, And I think, if I'm not mistaken, unless there was something else in between it, I think he went from the Titanic, which was a huge movie in 1997, to this one in 2004. And okay, so it focuses on his life and what he did in his relationships. Okay, so two of the main relationships were with Katharine Hepburn and Ava Gardner. Now, if you don't know who Katharine Hepburn and Ava Gardner are, they were some of the hugest movie stars back in the 1920s and 30s. Okay, so when Katharine Hepburn in the 1930s, sometime in the 1930s, they had a courtship of 18 months. Now, they say that they were kindred spirits, and he was actually going to propose to her. He had a ring, but he didn't propose. And I just checked it out, and they said that it went up for auction, and it made over $100,000 for her engagement ring. Um, so, um, but the reason why they didn't get married was because she met Spencer Tracy on a movie set. And also, if the events are true to life, I don't think her family liked him too much because he didn't speak up for himself, not a lot. And if you watch first of all, you have to watch the movie. But if you watch the movie, there's a scene where she brings him home to dinner. You know how you do, and then the whole family is talking about a bunch of different things all at the same time because there's a bunch of siblings, and so everyone goes around and says, "What do you think about politics or whatever's going on in your life?" And there's like, imagine 3 or 4 conversations going on at the same time. So unless you can keep up with that and or have something to say, then you're not going to be able to. You're going to stick out. And so he didn't say anything for the majority of the dinner. And also, he had a moment, there was a moment in the movie where he acted like he was going to say something and then he said nothing. And the mother jumps up and says, "I hate it when people act like they're going to say something and then they don't say anything." And then they were talking about money, something about money, and how money is not important. And he says, "Yeah, money is important to you because you have it." And I swear, that moment in the movie, the whole table goes silent, and you could hear a pin drop for about a minute in the movie. So, um, and I think that was the beginning of their downfall because he said, "Why are you a different person in front of your family besides me? Like, why are you a different person in front of me versus them?" You know? So, but then also, I think compounded with that was the fact that she had met Spencer Tracy, which, if you guys don't know, um, they, Spencer Tracy and Katharine Hepburn, were one of the greatest love stories in all of Hollywood history. Um, biggest, the problem was he was married to another woman already. And also in the movie later on, he stops a story from being published by paying off the guy that's going to report it. So he kind of protected her in that way. So that showed that no matter what happened, he still loved her. And then what happened after that was, or they made it happen after that, I don't know. But he met Ava Gardner. But the thing is, he was dating or like talking to a younger girl, but she was too young. So then he had Ava Gardner to go to events with. But then the girl Faith got really jealous, and in the movie she's in her car and she's ramming the side of their car out of jealousy. Um, and then of course Howard Hughes, Leonardo DiCaprio, says, "It's nothing, she doesn't mean anything to me. We were just going out for a appearance or something." But I don't think the young girl bought it. And they don't really go into his death, but they stop when he starts. They show how he isolates himself and wants to be only by himself. They show that part, but they stop when he starts talking to himself. In the last scene, you can see that he says stuff that he said 3 times, and the last line of the whole picture is the guy who's with him says, "Take him home. You don't want the public to see him like this. Get a doctor." And then they just kind of show that he's going into whatever, I guess, where it's clearly some kind of mental illness, but I'm not a doctor, so I can't really name it. But yeah, it's like where he would say certain words and phrases 3 times. And then that's how they ended the movie. So, but it's 2 hours and like 5 minutes, but it's really worth it. It kept my attention, so that means a lot. Because usually I'm doing 2 or 3 things at the same time. So I'm kind of watching it in the background and then doing something else. So it kept my attention for the whole time. If you haven't seen it already, you should check it out. It really delves into his fascination with aviation and the fact that he was a genius. And I think the reason why he was successful in business and money is because he knew what he wanted to do and he wouldn't listen to anyone else about their ideas. He would take it under advisement, but he would do his own thing. So I think that's what it takes to be successful in anything. But as far as money goes. All right, guys. Bye.